Hello and welcome to English with Cheri. I'm Cheri.
And I'm Nick. Today we're covering something that's really practical for beginner English students.
Exactly. We're talking about taking taxis in English, which is perfect for A1 and A2 level learners who need to get around in English-speaking countries like the USA, England, Australia, or Canada.
Right. And you know what's interesting? It's not just traditional taxis anymore. We've got Uber, Lyft, all these ride sharing apps that can actually make communication so much easier for English learners.
Oh, absolutely. We'll talk about that because honestly, those apps can solve major communication challenges. But let's start with basic taxi phrases first.
Good idea. So, calling a taxi, this might seem scary for beginners, but it's actually pretty simple.
Yeah, you just call and say, "Hello, I need a taxi, please." That's it. Super basic, right?
Exactly. And they'll ask, "Where are you?" So, you need your pickup location ready, like I'm at 234 Oak Street or I'm at the Marriott Hotel.
Right. And then they'll ask, "Where do you want to go?" You can say, "I want to go to the airport," or "to the shopping center, please."
Perfect. Now, when you actually get in the taxi, this is where you really need English conversation skills. Always greet the driver first.
Yeah, say good morning or hello. Being polite is so important. Then tell them your destination. "Can you take me to Central Station, please?"
And for directions, keep it simple. Turn left, turn right, go straight. When you want to stop, say, "Stop here, please," or "This is perfect, thank you."
Great. Now, payment is always important. Ask the price first. How much is it? Or what's the fare? Then you can ask, "Do you accept credit cards?"
Right.
And tipping, this varies by country. In America, about 15 to 20% is normal. In England, maybe 10% if service was good.
Exactly. But in Australia and Canada, tipping isn't really expected. It really depends on the country you're visiting.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about something that can really change the game for A1 and A2 students: Uber and Lyft.
Oh, this is huge. The biggest advantage is you type your destination directly into the app. No speaking required.
Exactly. This is so important for beginners because, well, pronunciation and accents can be really challenging. But with the app, you just type LAX Airport Terminal 2 or 567 Main Street.
Right. No worrying about the driver not understanding your accent or, mispronouncing street names. The driver gets the exact location electronically.
And here's another massive advantage: automatic payment. The app charges your credit card automatically. No more asking, "How much is it?" or "Do you take cards?"
This is especially helpful for A1 and A2 students who might struggle with numbers in English or, understanding different currencies. The app handles everything automatically.
Yeah, and you can see the price before you book, so no surprises. Plus, tipping is automatic. You just select a percentage in the app.
The only English you really need is when the driver arrives. They might call and say, "I'm here," or "Where exactly are you?"
Right. You can just say, "I'm in front of the hotel," or "I'm wearing a blue jacket," to help them find you.
Perfect. All right, let's do a quick role play. Nick, you be the taxi driver. I'll be the passenger. This is a traditional taxi.
Sounds good. Good afternoon. Welcome. Where would you like to go today?
Good afternoon. Can you take me to the downtown business district, please?
Of course. Any specific building or address?
Actually, the big office tower on First Street, the one with the glass front.
Yes, I know that one. That'll take about 25 minutes with current traffic.
Perfect. How much will it cost approximately?
Should be around $35 to $40.
Great. Do you accept credit cards?
Yes, absolutely. Cash or card, whatever works for you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
That was excellent. You covered all the important points: destination, timing, cost, and payment method.
Right. Now let's talk about some additional scenarios. Airport trips are super common for travelers, and there are specific things you need to know.
Yeah, always specify the terminal. Terminal 3, please, or international departures. And ask about timing. How long will it take?
Exactly. And if you have luggage, mention it. I have 2 large suitcases, so they know to help with the trunk. That's the storage area at the back.
Good point. What about late night or early morning rides? Like you need a 5 a.m. pickup for an early flight.
You should book these in advance. Call and say, "I need a taxi for tomorrow morning at 5 a.m." Many companies charge extra for very early pickups.
Right. And group travel. If you're traveling with multiple people, mention that. I need a taxi for 5 people, please. Regular taxis might not fit everyone.
Exactly. Some taxis only fit 3 or 4 passengers. And here's a great tip. If you're worried about pronunciation, write your destination on paper.
That's brilliant. Just show the driver the address written down. They can read it even if they don't understand your accent.
Most drivers deal with international travelers every day, so they're totally used to this. Don't be embarrassed. It's actually really smart.
Absolutely. All right, let's do a summary of the most essential phrases for our A1 and A2 listeners.
Perfect. For calling a taxi, I need a taxi, please, and I'm at, followed by your location.
When getting in the taxi, good morning or hello, then can you take me to for your destination?
For directions, turn left, turn right, go straight, and stop here, please.
And for payment, how much is it and do you accept credit cards?
Remember, always say please and thank you. Being polite is really important in all English-speaking countries.
Exactly. And if you're nervous about speaking English, remember that Uber and Lyft can eliminate most communication barriers. You type your destination, payment is automatic.
So true. But don't be afraid to practice with traditional taxis too. Every conversation is a chance to improve your English. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become.
Right. And remember, taxi drivers are usually very patient with English learners. They understand you're trying your best.
Communication is more important than perfect pronunciation. Well, that's all for today's episode. I hope this helps you feel more confident about taking taxis in English-speaking countries.
Thanks for listening to English with Cheri, everyone. Practice these phrases, stay confident, and remember, you can do this.
See you next time.
Bye.